Whovians, YouTubers, growly listeners, welcome back to the online feature from the box of stuff. I'm DC Wood of Beartown Radio, continuing our review series for Doctor Who, Destiny of the Doctor. We now move on to part 4, Babblesphere, featuring arguably the greatest and most popular Doctor of all time, Tom Baker.
A few seconds later, a flashing lamp appeared in mid-air, about 8 feet off the ground. A blue London police box materialised beneath it, and the Doctor emerged, followed by his companion, Romana. The Doctor sniffed the air and pulled a face. Traces of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Someone's overdone the Sunday roast. Romana nudged the Doctor, indicating the oddly dressed corpse on the floor, a short distance away. Doctor, reminds me of the time I did the catering for Alfred the Great. The Doctor fell silent as he noticed the corpse. He dashed over to it, crouching to examine the scorch marks around the man's ears. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Burned flesh. Romana crouched beside the Doctor. What happened to him, do you think? Not sure.
The years roll by. The Doctor continues to regenerate, travel, befriend, and help people and civilization alike throughout time and history. In this particular Destiny outing, the Fourth Doctor is now travelling with companion and fellow Time Lord, Romana, in her second incarnation as played by Lalla Ward. Their travels have now taken them to the geologically unstable world of Hephaestus, where a society of brilliant scientific, creative geniuses have set up a safe, habitable and thriving civilization, producing the greatest works of art the universe has ever witnessed. But the people of Hephaestus have lost their way, becoming far too dependent on social networking, ultimately consumed and obsessed with the Babel network, to the point where privacy is officially outlawed. The colonists are aimless, rebels fight against the enforcers of Babel, and the Doctor and Romana are caught right in the middle. Babblesphere is written by Jonathan Morris and narrated by Lalla Ward, again playing Romana. Roger Parrott fills the secondary role of Aurelius.
Well, what do we do now? Asked Romana, sitting down on the bench.
Being such a fan of Tom Baker's Doctor, love Genesis of the Daleks. And having enjoyed previous audio Fourth Doctor series like Demon Quest, Babblesphere is one chapter of the Destiny series that I was really eager to check out, and it's a good one overall. Jonathan Morris writes a story with a big, juicy moral to consider. The dangers of social networking and a society far too dependent on it. And he's right. Despite the advantages of Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, there are many, many dangers and risks involved, which are underlined and stressed through creative use of the Babel network. And it makes for great food for thought, and the dialogue that Morris writes here is absolutely brilliant, especially the conversations between the Doctor, Romana and Aurelius. Lalla Ward is like the rest of the narrators in the Destiny series, narrating the story here with liveliness and enthusiasm non-stop. Roger Parrott gives such colour as Aurelius, and his interactions with Lalla make for great drama and comedy throughout.
Romana? But you don't have a cranial implant.
Well, no, of course not. I'm a visitor.
You can't be. We don't get visitors. Not here.
Well, it was a first time for everything.
Although Babblesphere has plentiful morals and again benefits from the Destiny tradition of high-quality narration voice work and capturing the essence of all the different Doctors and their eras, Babblesphere is one of the more predictable entries in the series. The plot involving dystopian societies, rebellions, etc. It's been done to death before in science fiction, and although this is a fun romp, Babblesphere isn't exactly a chapter that feels as vital to the Doctor's overall destiny as, say, Shockwave or Death's Deal. Also, some of the plot elements' characters, like the rebels for example, are fun and somewhat unique, but they aren't really given as much attention like Aurelius or the Babel network itself. However, what does save Babblesphere from flopping is the major plot twist that takes place right before the final act. The major revelation at the end completely shatters expectations just in the nick of time. And without this major plot twist, Babblesphere could have ended up being meh.
Dr. Romana, at last you are subject to the Babblesphere.
Although not as essential as I would have liked, Babblesphere nevertheless remains a fun outing in Destiny of the Doctor, just like Enemy Aliens and Night of the Whisper. It's a nice contrast from other entries, but not one that will wow and amaze you like Vengeance of the Stones. Still an outing with things to learn from though, and worthy of 4 stars. Babblesphere is available via digital download or on CD wherever audiobooks are sold. For any Whovians who have listened to Destiny of the Doctor, specifically this episode, please leave your comments below. What did you think? Share your thoughts, but no spoilers please. It's the 5th Doctor's turn next time. He returns in Smoke and Mirrors. See you there and take care.